my guest, I'm going to bring a very good friend of mine in, Avery Dill. And Avery has worked with me for a long time. He was one of my students, and we've done real estate deals together. We've done business deals together, and I'll tell you up front, I don't do that with many people. And after you meet him a little bit, you'll see maybe some of the personality characteristics I like about him. And I'm going to ask him to join us now. Avery, if you'll come on in here. All right, now let me tell you a little bit about Avery that has everything to do with you. Had some bad things happen in his life, and I want him to tell you about that a little bit, and then how he got out of it, and then what his specialty is today is getting people money. So I know I probably butchered that, what you do, but the best you can, tell them in your own words what you do.
Well, I come across this concept many years ago. 6 years ago, I'm doing lots of real estate. I'm in the wholesale car business. I have an insurance agency, and I did something we're all guilty of. I put all my eggs in one basket. The one that was making me the most money, I started spending all my time with it. So I ignored the insurance agency, shut it down. Ignored some of the real estate. I kept my rental property, but really kind of put all of my eggs into wholesaling car business. I got into a lot of my dealers. I had 5 dealers that I was getting all of their cars that you guys traded in. When you guys got the low number on their trade-in of their cars, it was guys like us doing it. So I know you got mad at the car dealership. One dealership in particular, the general manager went to college with me, so I started getting all of their business. I started buying their cars. I bought cars from them to move to used car dealers. It was creating around $15,000, $16,000 a month. Still had the insurance agency, was ignoring it. I go on a Thursday afternoon to deliver some cars and pick up a car, and then I'm going to Destin, Florida for a long weekend. Tuesday I get back and the doors are shut on the car dealership. This is a 7 new car line dealership. They have chains on the doors. They have folded, they went under. Well, immediately $15,000 of my cash flow was out the door.
So you're broke.
So I'm going broke. The insurance is still bringing in about $3,000 a month. At this time, being young and inexperienced before I met John, obviously, I was living like I made $15,000 a year. So there was a problem. I'm living like I make $15,000 a year. In reality, I'm making $3,000 a year. So immediately I go to the banks. I have a great credit score. I go to the banks and tell them, this is what's happened, and this is what's going to happen. I put together a plan, an 18-month plan, to get that bank to work with me. The president of the bank, which is a good friend of mine, we play golf together, we go to lunch together. He says, I'll take it to the board.
Oh.
Well, he takes it to the board, and I'm not behind 1 month on my payments. So they said, no, we can't work with him. So as this went along, I said, Scott, this payment was very big. This was bigger than the money that I was making because it had all my investment properties, all my toys at the time. All of that was wrapped into one big note. Well, at the time, unfortunately, my wife leaves. And leaves me with $50,000, a little over $50,000 in credit card debt that I did not know about. So I did with the credit card companies exactly as I did with the bank. I started calling them, telling my situation. Now, these are people that I've never seen, never talked to. Every credit card company, which was 5 at the time, lowered my minimum payments and lowered interest to try to help me through the situation.
Credit card companies did that?
Credit card companies. I was not 1 month behind. It was up current. This was what's going to happen, and every one of them worked with me.